Do 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 do. Oh. Is there eh? Are all I thought I could get to why will you not? Yeah, it just takes me to the control panel. What the hell? Okay. I gotta do the thing. Bank, bank, bank. Okay. I guess I don't need that at all. Oh. Alrighty, tidy folkerinos. As you can tell, we are back out here. Cold front's moved in, or the warm front has moved away, whichever. It is moderately chilly out here. I'd call it 44 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll find out. What's him says? 43 degrees Fahrenheit. 6 degrees Celsius-ish. 6 or 7. Somewhere around there. Today, I've got to finish the heater box. It irritated the crap out of me yesterday. Got the hoses on, but I just had to stand up and walk away from it because if it did another thing yesterday that was slightly irritating, I was going to break it into little bitty pieces. Hulk smash. I was going to Hulk smash. So I stood up, I walked away, I calmed down. Took quite a while. I then played some Zapekist, not on stream. That frustrated me a little bit. But it's fine. It's fine. What I need to do right now, today, I'm actually going to clear out that workbench. That's what I'm going to do. Why don't you guys come and hang out with me? while I clean off the workbench. That guy right there. Clean him off real quick. I'm gonna move the bike back. Kind of in the way. Box is also sort of in the way. There we go. Okay. About half a meter or so is fine. Okay. Don't need this right now. There-ish. Fine. Oh, bulbous. One here somewhere. Just to do. Just to do. Oh, that's fine. This. Or, okay. That's where one of my tape measures went. How about that? Put Vernier and glass cleaner somewhere not where they were. Oh, and Sneasels. Here. Oh yeah. LEDs and amps and stuff. And box of B-dubs. And box of stuff I can use, but not today. Then the door lock actuator for the van that I still want to take apart. I kind of want to take it apart and show you guys. But now that I'm going to grab this box. I'm going to take it over here. I'm going to put you guys up on the garage door again. So you can look top down on the bench. I've got to fix the freaking heater core alignment now that the hoses are on, which I knew I should have put. I knew I should have put a second bracket in there to hold the bottom of the cores in place. But obviously I'm stupid, because I did not do that at all. You know how they're just kind of floppy and the hoses pulled them around? That's a whole deal. I'm going to tell you this. This is a morning kind of cold enough that I would use the heater or going on a long drive. So, let's grabbing you guys and taking you over to the bench. How does that sound? I don't know if you guys can tell. By the sort of soft monotone that you're getting out of me today. Not really in a showman-y mood. I was making a hissing sound. Not like air escaping though. Wires and cables, cables and wires, wires and cables. Come here, wires and cables. Go there, wires and cables. How about that? Okay, now, this guy. This guy here. That kind of works. This guy kind of in there. Ugh, that's not gonna work. How did I do this before? I don't remember. You guys remember? Do you remember how I put the camera up in here? I think I have to have tape. So tell you what. Tell you what. Let's get a little piece of tape. Only using duct tape because it is right in front of me. And I'm too lazy to walk over there and grab another roll. So, put you up here, kind of like that. And then tape on there. And then tape on there. And job's a good one. There you go. What are you fixing? Looks good to me. Alright, now need to get all of these kind of munchy crunchies off here. Okay, so got the hoses hooked up, and I'm not going to be able to set this square, am I? I am not. Okay, well, you guys probably can't see, but there's marks in here where I had these things sitting before. They are no longer sitting there. I might be able to make them do so though. Stand by. Screwdriver. Actually, not screwdriver. Radiator hose hooky thing. Long pick. Long pick. Because I can reach back here, kind of grab the heater core. kind of move it a little bit. That twists the crap out of the cardboard too, doing that. So what I'm going to have to do then, cut this little buffer that I put in here out because it's no longer valid as a buffer. But we can reuse it. We can do it. We can do the thing. We can leave it where it's at. And tape it like that. And I'm kind of thinking like, I don't know. We've got plenty of cardboard. So, what did we make this? 22. Okay. Let me get... Yes, cable. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. And then, of course, the cable's in the way. Cable, you need to not be in the way. It's just gonna be in the way. Whatever. So I need... This should be big enough, actually. Okay. So I'm going to cut this straight. Straight-ish. I need to cut this little dingly-do off. Goodbye, dingly-do. Goodbye, dingly-do. This blade's gonna need replaced soon. Okay. Where's 22? 22. Alright. Tell you what, I didn't grab the marker. I grabbed the marker. Oh, I don't even know why I popped the hood. I'm done under the hood. The hoses are on the engine. Well, when I get it connected today, I gotta fill the coolant system back up, so I will need to be under the hood. Oh, wait, 22. What should do it? Yeah, straight enough. Sure. It's not even close to straight. Whatever. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just needs to go in there and do the thing. So, pull that guy out. So what we're going to do then, is we're going to bring it to the edge. Like that. Kind of like that. These things are kind of in my way. Another section, about that long. Yeah, alright. This is going to be the fun one. Are you seriously? Thank you. Dick nuts. Because I can't tip it up on its back and just do it that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape the cardboard to the edge of the heater core, which I'll show you guys here in just a momento. And that should really. Quit. Stay where I put you. Jesus. I have a different idea for this one. Here's what I'm thinking. Give a little scoresy there, see? And put a little flap in. Kind of like that. I got take it to the limit one more time. Stuck in my head. Remedy this. Really need to freaking clean out this damn garage. That's okay, it'll be pretty clean when I go on my trip. Oh yeah, I need to go find, hold on. I gotta figure out why song is not on my favorites playlist. Oh. German song from the late 80s, early 90s somewhere. It doesn't appear to be in here. Okay. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start doing some music-y things. But I don't have to do it before I leave. I'm taking the desktop, so it's not like it has to be done before I leave or anything. But it'd be really nice to have that song on the trip. The song in question being Da Da Da. Okay. Coming along. Oh, it's about like 20 centimeters. There's a rooster down the road a little bit. Not that far away. I'd say I was hoping he'd crow again. So I could get a good judge. I never really listened to figure out like quite exactly where he might be. Oh, this is interesting. The tape is a bit too wide to fit. Oh, lovely. It covers more of the heater cord than I would prefer it to cover. So I want to cut a little bit of it off. Of course, dull razor blade isn't helping. But aluminum tape did not take that much to cut. And it doesn't. But doing it without damaging the fins, that's a whole other story. Okay. Tell you what. Tape along the bottom, just to be kind of safe-ish, I guess. I don't know that the adhesive on the tape is gonna adhere, because it's not adhering to the fins of the heater cores anyway. So, like, you know. But if I can give it a little bit more structure to prevent the same thing from occurring once again, that would be nice. Because that really got under my skin yesterday. Come on. If I took all the foam off of them beforehand, it probably would have been a little bit easier. If I'd had a 4x8 sheet of ABS, done this out of ABS instead of cardboard, it would have been infinitely easier. Or, even if I had done this and just cut out a couple of steel alignment things and then welded those together as a frame to hold the cores, that would have been easier. But I'm stupid, and I did it this way. This little dingly dongly has been irritating me. Irritating me. Okay. Now I should be able to go in there, pull the tape off the air box. Tape it all back up again. Actually, what I should do is I should go in there and put the hoses on. Try to put the hoses on. One of these I didn't get this one on and tight yesterday. Must have been really irritated. Then once I get the hoses on, I gotta pressure test it. Because I'm not putting coolant in here until it's pressure tested. If I can't get this thing sealed, it ain't going in there. I'll just take it out, say screw it. Thank you. Normally she smiles and waves. Wonder if she's having a not great day. Or maybe she just didn't hear me. I don't know, I feel like the past few times she's come by and the garage is open, she looks over and like looks for me. Just to, you know, people being nice. Say hello, wave a little bit. People like it when people are nice. I try to be nice. Doesn't always work. But I try. I put in genuine effort. I'm gonna drop this stuff off in the car real quick. Maybe, I don't think I'll need it, but maybe this, maybe this. We'll put this in the cart. Beep, beep. You know what I need? I need a firewall pass-through for my power cable. Miss your thing. Back into the box. Miss your camera. There we go. Got the tape off. Mr. Microphone and cables, come with me. Cables, come with me. We put camera and the microphone back in car. Which means I'm gonna roll the window down again. Roll window. Cables. Okay, so microphone. Just kind of hang out for a minute, like right there-ish. Camera. Oh, don't get wrapped up around things. Look over there. I'll wrap the microphone up here in a minute. Oh. Crawling around this thing yesterday, all my bits and bobs hurt. They do not feel pleasant in the slightest. That came off pretty easy. That's good. Okay. Oh, let me go around. That guy's just so when I stand up and get out of the car and I'm talking at the stream, because for whatever reason, talking at the stream, my brain thinks I need to be talking at an object of some kind. So I tend to talk at the laptop. But, noises. Microphone. We're just gonna tie the cable up, kind of like that, so he dingly danglies, you can't even see him. Boop. I don't know how wide the lens is on this thing. I don't know if you can see the microphone dingly dangling. Yeah, you see microphone dingly dangling right there on the edge. Nice. Okay. Now we've got to try this again. Wait, do I have enough hose clamps? I need one more hose clamp. Let me get out real quick, check and see if I can't find one more hose clamp. Very strange. I had 4. I ordered 6. They seem to only have 9 in total. I do have these squeezy clamps, which I prefer if I'm being quite George. That's not it. If I'm being Freddy. No. Abel. No. Frank! If I'm being Frank. Of course, I'm not Frank. Am I? I'm Ryan. Which, funnily enough, not a big fan of my name. Honestly. Of course. The ABS computer is sitting right where those hoses want to sit. There's a reason we don't build cars out of cardboard, right? If it would work, somebody would do it. Well, somebody's probably done it even though it won't work, fully knowing that it won't work. You know, I was thinking about feeding this thing with a bendy duct. I have bendy duct. I could set it where the hell ever and feed it via bendy duct. That's another 4 hours of fucking work. Or options. What are options? Options are things you have when you have them. And I could turn it kind of to the side. Just tape it up. Like that. And then it's just taped. I could pull the airbag computer off and set it on the floor. And honestly, I don't even know why it's in here anymore. We're just going to sit here in silence for a little bit. Because all of the time and effort. God damn. All of the time and effort that I've put into this fucking thing. Which isn't that much, to be fair. Not like I've spent weeks on this. This was something that I just cobbled together in 6 hours, maybe. 6 hours in the lifespan of a human is really nothing. Doesn't matter. But that 6 hours I could have spent driving. 6 hours I could have spent playing a video game. 6 hours I could have spent having fun. Or eating, which is fun. You know what I could do? I could go grab some 90s. Cut the hoses on the upper core. Right in the middle. 4 more clamps. 90 it up. Yeah, that's more connections to leak, but again, this is not a permanent solution. But again, it's not a permanent solution, so why spend a whole lot of time and money and effort on it? Because I really don't need this trip. Problem is, I'm driving 18 hours. If I start to get cold, I'm just stuck being cold. If I can get this damn thing in here working, I don't have to be cold. If it gets cold. Know what I mean? So I guess then the question becomes, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'd really like to have this thing. I wish I had a large flaring tool and a tubing bender. I'd go get some brass tube and just do these freaking tubes myself. Of course, that would mean pulling the cores out, but pulling the cores out should be pretty easy. If the box is built, all I gotta do is cut the tape off of the cores and just slide them out these holes. But tubing benders aren't cheap. And the flaring tool this size is definitely not going to be cheap. I definitely don't have money for that right now. Oh. Oh. Due to what? Due to what? Due to what? To what do? To what do? To what do? Do it too, do it too, do it too. What to do, what to do, what to do. There we go, that's the one. Frustrated grunt. What would you? Huh. Okay. I hear big truck. I no see no big truck. Interesting. Oh, there he is. Hi, big truck. Hi, big truck. I mean, that would work right there. I need to put this other hose clamp on. Let's do that real quick. I will tell you this. The insulation that I put in does do a pretty good job, because summertime and keeping some of the heat out, fine, whatever. Winter time, though, I've driven this car in 15-20 degrees up to Idaho and back. And after driving for a little bit, the heat that comes in through the shifter and the little bit that comes in through the firewall alone is enough to warm the car sufficiently that you're not freezing Oh, freezing to death. I don't know what that is, but I hate it. I hate it so much. Brown wire, you are really, really annoying. Why is that as far as you go? So, like, do that. I think that's what we're doing. We're just gonna leave it like that. See if we can make it work. Squeezy clamp, does whatever a squeezy clamp does. These are not very good squeezy clamps either. Well, they're definitely not very good squeezy clamps because they don't even fit. Nice. It might fit once it's on the freaking thing, though, because the barb does expand the hose a little bit, so I guess let's give it a go. It's one of those, I wish the steering column wasn't in the damn way. Would you fucking go? Jesus Christ. Oh, that one's short. Of course that one's short. Do I order another some odd length of hose? I'd rather not. That's as far as that one goes. I guess I'm gonna go around to the other side and lean over it to try to get to it. But no way to do it with the goddamn steering wheel in the way. I hate doing temporary shit. So in the end, it boils down to stupid. Every time. Every single time. Yeah, there's no way. That's just not gonna reach. Damn it. Back to just about infuriated. Because it's literally 5 centimeters too short. And whatever the fuck that is. Last couple days has not been kind. Have not been kind. But I do really want this in here. And I'm not taking the whole damn thing apart and redoing it. Honestly, what I should have done was I should have had them facing upright with the lines facing the cabin, and then just put really long hoses in and wrapped them around. What I should have done. But I didn't. That's not what I did. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to run to Joe Riley's. I'm going to grab one elbow, another 6 foot of hose, just to be safe, and 4 more clamps. That's what I'm going to do. On test drive, which isn't entirely accurate, but it's fine. It'll work for now. Run to Joe Riley's and I'll be right back. with more hose and more clamps. I can do stuff. Also got me a 90 and a whole damn box of clamps. Just in case. One of those days I really don't want to be here, honestly. I'd rather be out on the road. But I also really want to get this done. I don't know that I'll need the 90. I don't know if I'll even use it. But at least I have it in case I do. Do this guy the same way I did the other one. Pass him to the engine bay from inside the Cabarino. Yeah, easy that was. Easy. What side would be easier? The driver's side. Assuming I don't die on this trip, which, given the way that people are taught to operate their vehicles, is a very high possibility. But assuming, which hopefully is something we can safely do in this case, that I do not get assaulted and subsequently murdered on my trip because of the way that somebody thinks you're supposed to operate a motor vehicle, which I can guarantee is incorrect. When I get back, I've got to put the Passat's interior back together, excluding the passenger seat. I've got the whole half the dash taken apart because we had a leak issue that I had to sort out on the driver's side. Hello? There's a kid down the street yelling for whatever reason that children do such things. Oh yeah? How does that make you feel? Of course, the Passat is kind of in the way because I can't open the damn door. Because this driveway, I don't know who the hell built this house, but yet again, another example of humans being just complete and absolutely stupid. This driveway is just barely big enough for like two of my Civic. If you put two Civics side by side, the doors between them you can open just enough to get in or out of a vehicle. And that's the Civic. The Pilot, if there's another vehicle in the driveway and you put the tires on the edge of the concrete, right? So you are not in the grass, but your tires are just touching the grass. Okay? If that is how you park in the driveway, you cannot open the door of the Pilot to get a human being in or out of it. You have about a 4-6 inch gap, maybe, between the plastic of the door panel and the metal of the body. Chevy, even worse. Chevy's doors are longer, so you can't open them enough to get a human in and out. I don't know who the hell poured this concrete. They should have poured the concrete from the edge of the garage to the far side of the front door. You could then fit two cars side by side such that you could open the doors enough to get a human in and out of the car. But as it stands today, I need to go change razor blades. This razor blade is dull. Cutting cardboard dulls blades. But as it stands today, the driveway is not wide enough to put two cars side by side and easily get out. Like right now, the way it sits, I have to squeeze in and out of the driver door because the Passat's there. Granted, the Civic could move over a little bit. I put it lined up with the garage, not lined up with the driveway. I don't know. Probably got a good 60 or 70 centimeters I could move over and give myself a little bit more room. But it still wouldn't allow me to open the door all the way. It'd be comfortable. wrong way. Okay. Now, if we were to do this nicely, how long do we need it to be? About there-ish. I also don't want it up against my leg while I'm driving either. So, there. Yeah, right where I was going to cut it. Anyway. Look at that, fresh razor blade. Straight through. Nice. And you know, I've got enough. I could probably do the same to the other one, give me a little bit more slack. Because I did apparently cut that one a little bit short. But I think for now, it's fine. Let's Panther Piss. The lip of the hose there. Oh, that's where that hose clamp went. I was like, I thought I had an even number of hose clamps. Jesus. And then I haven't even felt it cooling up. I haven't pressure tested it. I haven't done none of that. So I need to tape that up. I'm going to have to do that kind of thing. That's fine. It can blow over to the side. That's not a big deal. That I'm not too worried about. I don't know where the hell my long flathead screwdriver went. Hey, don't scratch. Don't scratch. Yeah, everything's hooked up. Got a gap down there. That's not great. What I might could do, cut a little strip of cardboard. Just gonna shove it in the gap there. For now, what I want to do, first things first, actually, is I just want to see if I give us some fan, does anything even come out of here without the tape? Yeah, it does. Okay. So, I mean, technically, I really don't have to tape that up. I'm going to. Regardless. Irregardless. De-regardless. Im-regardless. Unregardless. Ill-regardless. De-regardless. He's gonna get taped up. But like, right there, he'll sit happily right there. The hoses will keep it from coming this way. And then tape it up. As long as I don't take like too crazy at corners. This needs to go away. This is an old ground for an old thing, and I never pulled it out. But it has now gone away. Can I make the trash can? Bam a lamb. Bam some fucking lambs. Don't actually do that. That sounds illegal. Okay, so that's hooked up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pressure tester on, and I got to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to put the pressure tester on, and the time it takes me to go to the bathroom will be my timer for the leak down. So I'm going to leave you guys in here watching that. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere for me, would you? Pressure at all. Pressure tested that heater core. Very, very little. It's gonna take forever. But I'm on 15. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. We'll check the pressure. No leaky leakies. 4 minutes. At all. It didn't go anywhere. Means I should be able to tape this bad boy up. Just going to get me some various bits of tape here. And the razor blade. We'll start, I don't know, applying some tape, I guess. Tape, could you not? Mr. Tape, could you... I said yesterday, not having nails makes this a little bit more difficult. Okay. That's going to be double layered. That's a big gap. And triple layered. Really big gap. Tell you what, I like living in a place where you wave at everybody that goes by. I quite enjoy that. One more piece along the bottom there. Of course, it would be handy if I could actually see what I was doing. Who needs eyeballs? Eyeballs are for the weak. One more piece. I gotta hook the player up to here anyway. desktop at some point because the freaking playlist is not usable. I've got a batch file that just makes an M3U file. I have no idea if that's even good or not. Tell you what we're gonna do though. We're gonna apply some power. One more little gap. Right here-ish. Yeah, let's make a little cardboard shim. Stick them in there. There we go. All right. Now, wrong way. Now, also that's why I like 65 series battery. Big honking battery in the back there. I run that blower for 2 hours before it dies. But let's clean up some of the stuff. Let's pull our AV equipment out of the car. I'll set you guys up on the laptop. Bunch of Monkey Crunch Tangled. Of course. Why would anything be any different? Mr. Tangled, go away. Oi! Okay. Grab some stuff out of the car. on my hands. Now what's really funny is the coolant that I've got in my little drip pan here is about half as much as I need, because I'm adding the heater cores back in, and I did not have heater cores previously. Luckily, I have that big funnel, makes it easier. I have coolant and distilled water. I like these funnels, actually. For the pour man's solution, okay. Does a pretty good job. If I had a biggie compressor, okay. I was about to say, I don't see the 90 in here. It's literally just two of them right there in front of me. The 90s are so you can do GM vehicles, which stupidly have angled radiator necks. For whatever stupid reason. Like I said yesterday, I'm not putting the heater valve back on, either because I'm dumb or because I don't foresee the need to actuate it. If it gets hot, turn the fan off, crack the window. If it gets cold, close the window, turn the fan on. It's not the summer. I'm not worried about dumping extra heat into the cabin unnecessarily. So that's not a big deal. The old stuff looked quite coolant heavy, so actually, tell you what, I've got me, what you call it, I've got a what you call it somewhere. Hey. Little, I don't know what you call it. Little floating ball coolant testerizer. Specific gravity meter. Had this here. Cannot seem to find my specific gravity meter. Well, okay. I guess I lied. I don't have a specific gravity meter. And we need to run until the thermostat opens. So that's going to be a few minutes. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to know? Ask me anything. Ask me why there's a tiny piece of razor blade on the ground. Ask me why there's trash everywhere. Anything at all. Man, my legs hurt. I don't know that I'd call it hurt. I guess I call it stiff. My legs are stiff. Okay. So we've got to let this bad boy run until the thermostat opens at least. And then for another minute or so after that, so everything can circulate around. Chose the job doesn't require fancy certifications. I had to. They are required. Oh, more trash. We got more trash. More trash. Cardboard. Cardboard goes over by the cardboard. Cardboard goes to the cardboard goes to the cardboard goes to the cardboard goes. We also want the cooling system to open and circulate, because this is mostly water, and that is mostly coolant. And you mix them together, and you'll have mostly water and coolant. So we wait. So we're watching and we're waiting on the edge of our seats, anticipating. So we're watching and we're waiting. Yeah, we're watching and we're waiting. Said we're watching, waiting. As much as I dislike Disney as a company, Phineas and Ferb, good stuff. Granted, it's not Disney as a company that made Phineas and Ferb. It's the guys that made Phineas and Ferb. Dan Povenmire, Jeff Marsh, and all the animators and voice actors and all those people. They were paid by Disney, but the ideas were theirs. They were not the ideas of corporate. So, you know, that and things and stuff. I tell you what, because of the hard mounts, there's a lot of vibrational energy is transferred from the engine into the body. I'm sitting here on the core support, and it's vibrating straight up my spine, and it feels kind of nice. Like I can feel it. I feel a knot in my neck because of the vibrations. And like, I can just relax and let it just, it's like a massaging seat. Quite nice. Oh, I want my car to be smooth. You're dumb. I need my car to be quiet. You're also really dumb. You should hear your car. You should feel your car. You should know what's going on in your machine every moment of its operation. Oh, these engines take so long to warm up. So how about, why about, who about, why don't I go? So we're watching and we're waiting on the edge of our seats, anticipating. I don't remember the rest of the song, otherwise I'd sing it for you guys. Because I'm sure Dan Povenmire, Jeff Marsh, and the guys with Bowling for Soup, you know, the ones who performed much of the music for the show. Granted, Disney would sue me. Bowling for Soup and Jeff Marsh and Dan Povenmire, I doubt they would. It's like, if you ever go watch like YouTube shorts or videos that Dan Povenmire puts out just as himself, being Dan Povenmire, talking about the show, talking about stuff. He loves when people are like out and about and they come up to him and like they recognize him, right? And like, you're Dr. Doofenshmirtz. You created Phineas and Ferb, or you were part of creating Phineas and Ferb. Like, he goes to cons and he loves to see people dressing up, and like, it's just the people that create these things. They love it when others use it. When they jump on board, they're like, I did something that people really like, and it had an impact on their lives, and that so like that makes me happy. Then you got people like Disney corporate, Fox corporate, Google corporate, all these, penny pinchers and things, not understanding that imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. They see it as a bad thing. Oh, well, you're using the stuff that we created. You have to pay us to do that. Like, really, guy? if that's how like everything worked, could you imagine the kind of world we would live in? How terrible that would be. Like they live in their own little world, and all that stuff kind of happens in their universe. But out here in the wider world, and the rest of it, that's not how it goes, man. The thing that I don't think they understand, like, so if I were to play the music that's on my radio loud enough for you guys to hear, if I were to put it on the laptop and have it coming out of the laptop and into the stream for you guys to hear, and somebody heard it, right, or Google's algorithm would pick up on it because it's got audio detection, right, which is really not that hard to do, but it'd pick up on it and it'd be like, oh, well, you either need to take this video down or we'll take it down, blah, 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 sued and money and record labels and what have you. The thing that they don't understand, they don't seem to grasp, is that the reason that whole thing exists legally is to try to put a stop to people making money on something that somebody else created for their craft, for the purpose of them making their money, right? That is their business. So, for instance, if I write a song and my income, my bills are paid solely off of selling that song to people, and they pay me for the time it took to make it, the equipment that it took to make it, the knowledge that it took to make it, right? It's all this stuff. It takes money to make this stuff a lot of times, right? Unless you get stuff, inherited or for free. But either way, it still takes time and expertise. And that's what you pay people for. That is everything you do, that is what you pay people for. Time and expertise, right? What's in here, what's here. That's what you're paying for at the end of the day. Somebody goes out and they put their name on it and they start selling it. That's a bad thing, obviously, because now a thing that I spent my time and my expertise to create is making money for somebody else. That's why I don't understand record labels. It's the shit they do. Because they're not, so record labels, the way that they seem to try to deal their business, they're not distributors like you have Walmart. Walmart doesn't make tires. Walmart doesn't make blankets. Walmart doesn't make anything. They're not a manufacturing company. They're a distribution company, right? They make their money on the fact that they built a building to house a bunch of different things that they've purchased that they will then sell to you, and you pay the people who built the thing in the first place and the people that housed it in the warehouse for you to go purchase it, right? So you're paying the people who built it and you're paying the people who stored it for you until you came and grabbed it. That's how that works. And that's a perfectly acceptable business model. Record labels, it seems like they think that the property, the music, the media is theirs. And they are simply hiring artists to make it for them, and then it's theirs to sell and do with whatever they want. And that's not right. That's not good. That's very, very bad. The art belongs to the artist. The record labels are merely distributors. They have the media power. They have the marketing power. They have the PR power. Okay? They have that. And granted, that's time and that's money that they're pumping into it. I wholeheartedly agree with that. But it does not belong to the record label. It does not belong to the corporate people who sold it. I get that you put a bunch of money into it. I get that. But that's quantifiable funding. That is, I put $10,000 in marketing into it. Once you get your 10 grand out of it, you've paid that marketing off, you no longer claim marketing on that. You don't profit on marketing. You're not supposed to profit on marketing. You profit off of increased sales, which marketing does have a large play in. The more people know about something, the more likely they are to buy it. Okay, I get that. What I don't get is where record labels, once they've made the money they've spent on it back, I get it, you're a business, you're in it for profits, you're in it to make more money, to buy more equipment, to pay more artists, to pay more producers, to pay more marketing, to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. At some point, you're going to reach. So that's kind of the downside to capitalism. At some point, there is going to be a critical point where there's no more growth to be had. You're at where you're at, and there's not much else you can do about it, right? So it's. I will agree with what some people have said, that is somewhat of a flawed system. Those same people are the people that they mock you for saying it's the best that we've come up with. Well, it's the best that we've come up with, so that's what. What else are you going to use if that's the best we've come up with? It's not like everybody on the planet is just sitting around just accepting that this is the way it is and that's just the way it's going to be. We're not just doing that. People are thinking. People are always philosophizing. People are always economizing. People are always efficientizing. People are always trying to figure out, what can we do that's better? How can we make this better? They're always trying to do that. So, bitching and arguing about capitalism and the free market and saying, like, I get criticisms. Criticisms are great. Once I live my life by criticisms. Once you can determine the negative and what it is, once you can quantify what is negative about something, you can then work better and more efficiently towards turning those negatives into positives, into getting rid of them, into optimizing them, efficientizing them, and making them better to work towards perfection. Right? That's how this works. I've had people bitch at me, oh, you're too negative. We know what's good about this. It makes us smile. When it's bad, if you don't talk about what's bad, which people, that's something else I don't get. People are like, oh, well, you gotta be positive. Okay. You can be positive and still call out the negatives so that we can work on making them better. I have a notification. Why do I have a notification? Cool. I'll have to go check that out. There's a thing, maybe I can fix 934. That's what it is, right? Hold on. 934. B57. Oh, B57 is a series. Okay. So there's a 934 and an 895. What kind of data sheet? Oh my god. Okay. Doesn't tell me anything about it though. Can't get to the data sheet. Or can I? No, I can't. It's buried in Java. Come on, Mr. Fan, turn on. Okay. I'll have to take a look at that later when I'm on the desktop. Because out here, without a mouse, and it's just laptop is annoying. I dislike laptops much greatly. I much greatly dislike laptops. Anyway, what was I talking about? Before I got sidetracked. Oh, record labels suck. Walmart's a distributor for goods and products. Oh yeah, people bitching about the free market. Because apparently they've got this thing in their head that they're like, I don't know. So what I don't get, okay, so me, I bitch about things, right? I complain, I point out the negative. That's what people call bitching. I make it a point, intentionally, to point out negatives about things so we can change them. If somebody else likes it, then I shut the hell up. It's like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I like it. Cool. You know, to each his own, right? I mean, more than likely, I'll probably make fun of you for liking it, but at the end of the day, if you like it, who the fuck cares? You like it. I don't have to like it if you like it. It doesn't matter, right? And everybody has their little, you know, I like this or I don't like that. And the next guy would be like, well, I like that, but not, I don't like that, you know? So, you know, it's fine. It doesn't matter. But I point out the negatives from my perspective inside this meat sack for the sole intention of highlighting them, saying, hey, if this is something negative, and everybody thinks it's negative, we should talk about how we can turn it into a positive, how we can fix it, how we can make it better, how we can make it good in the first place. Right? And I think that's a good way to go about it. Other people don't. Other people don't like it. Again, that's up to them. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to come here. You don't have to pay me any money. You can go away. If you don't like me, go away. Go hang around people you do like. It's a pretty substantial planet. You can walk a human distance. Not planet distance. You can walk a human distance and not be around me and be around somebody you do like. That's a thing you can do. Right? So all these people, especially today, right? You get everybody online, oh, capitalism's bad, Western culture's bad, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay. Tell me the things that are bad that you don't like about it. Tell me the things that you would like to replace them with, and maybe we can talk. You can't just tell me it's bad and not offer me a solution, not offer me a change or something different. You have to offer me a replacement so we can you know, talk about it. We can find a compromise, something. Don't just bitch about it for the sake of bitching about it, which people would claim that I do. But if they don't ask me what the fix is or the compromise is, if they're not going to open the dialogue, I'm not going to open the dialogue. Which is probably part of the problem. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem, etc., etc. Is that a cocoon on my garage door? That is indeed a little cocoon at my garage door. Probably have to clean that off at some point. Come on, Mr. Fan! Hang Still a bunch of air in there. I tell you what I can do. I can go feel the heat to cool, see if the wall. Cool. Learned a thing. Woo! Successful. Frustration and anger aside. And I tied my hair to one side a little bit today. Kind of Cyndi Lauper style almost. It's like, so that's the center, and it's over here, good 10, 15 millimeters. So now it's just kind of hanging out on my right. I can put it to the left. You can see it's shorter over here. Things doing stuff. Things doing stuff. You know what I should do? I should wait until I see some people walking down the road and yell at them, "Hey, go watch my YouTube channel. I'm streaming right now." All angry like, "I'm funny and interesting." Bark at people like a dog. Maybe that's what dogs are doing. Dogs are like, hey, I see you out there. You need to come over here and say hi to me. Logitech. Logitech, thank you. Jesus. Still waiting for the fan to come on. I think there's just a bunch of air in those heater cords though. It's not a whole lot of bubbly bubblies anymore, but I want the fan to come on twice. Twice. Hey, you, I see you driving. Watch my YouTube. I'm funny. Damn it. I'm funny. I'm funny. I'm hysterical and you can't deny it. Woo, 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 woo. See? Turn the fan on high. Let's go find out how hot it is in the car. Okay, stand by. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. But if you stick your head in there and you're like, "Oh yeah, this is nice and warm, I would drive this car." That's why I asked you. Actually, I think you have it's not steady. So, be right back again.
Okay.
Okay. Now, since I haven't even been out here to see if the fan's come on, we're gonna sit and wait for the fan to come on. The intake's still fairly cool, so I don't know if it's fully warmed up yet. But the windows are warm. Oh, maybe that's why it's not warming up. I mean, it's getting warm out here anyway, but it is freaking hot in there now. That's good. That's what we want. We want it to be hot inside the cabin. Because that's, what that system is supposed to do. So, the questions that we had, some of them have been answered. The question of, is 170 degrees thermostat, which gives me, sitting at idle, no mass airflow through the radiator. It'll get up to, what do I have? 194 is where I have the fan set to turn on. So 194 degrees is absolutely hot enough to heater. The question is going to be on a cold day where I would be using the heater, because I want the inside of that car to be 60 degrees while I'm driving. Maybe 62. I don't want it to be much warmer than that. So, on a cold day that's like 15 degrees when I'm driving, and I turn the heater on to warm the cabin, and the thermostat is open because the coolant is 170 degrees, I drive with that car between 174 and 178. 172 and 178. Because it's very efficient. It will hold about 170, 175. So then the question becomes, which is going to be a question that we can answer on the road, on the trip, right? So the question is still, so at idle, it has been answered. Yes, it's fine. On the road, when I go through the mountains and it gets nice and cold, we will finalize the answer to that question. Is 170 degree thermostat sufficient for heater? The other question that we needed to answer is you know what I should do to measure? I should put another piece of cardboard over the end so that the air can only come out one vent hole. That's what I should do to finalize that thing. So let me do that. Because the other question is, the current fan, the OEM Honda Civic fan for this era, is it sufficient static pressure and mass flow to do the things that I want it to do, right? Does it move enough air often enough? Does it circulate the air fast and often enough that it does what I want it to do? And as it stands right now, the answer is no. It does not. But let me... Where's the tape measure? Where's the tape measure? We're going to measure that hole, and we're going to tape it up and have just a vent about 6 centimeters, 10 centimeters. So I have a hole about 10 centimeters wide across the width of it, which is like 20 centimeters, so 10 by 20. That's as big as the hole it will have. need a piece of cardboard 27 by 22 centimeters. Which of course I put stuff in it kind of in my way. Stop and wait, stop and wait. Bottle, you're the one. Okay. Raise blade, raise blade, raise blade. I'll need scissors and tappy. Scissors and tappy. Okay, so. Alright. Marker! 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 Something straight. I need something straight. Hello, sailor. I said straight, damn it. This is straight. Jack handle. Thank you. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Okay, there. 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 Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Got a mostly straight line on the edge of our sea, anticipated. Yeah, what's really funny is every time. Oh, look, we're gonna put the tape. Every time I ask my roommate to come out and look at a car thing for me, the reason I ask him is because he's a car user. He's a consumer. He owns the machines and he uses them for a purpose. But he doesn't modify them. He's not a car guy. He doesn't know the Chevy 350. He doesn't know the Honda D series. He doesn't know EJ25 or EJ28s. Right? He doesn't know this stuff. The reason I want him to come out and look at something and to check something out is because I need him. Hey, if you're going to go buy a car, right, come take a look at this one thing that I've done and tell me, is this the kind of thing that would like work in a car? If you had a car, would you like this? Because me, I'm biased. I'm doing it. It's mine. I'm going to like it because I like everything I do because I'm amazing, right? It's just standard human ego. So I need another party, a third party, to come out and take a look and check and see if they would like the thing that I'm doing. I'm not going to take you guys into the car because I'm just going to tape this on there real quick and turn the blower on and feel how much air is coming out. So we'll just leave you kind of staring, sorry, at the sun with the nice specularity there. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Just flashing light, warning, danger robot, danger. fan. I'm sure it's come on once before. But we'll let them idle and come on once again. Just to be safe. And because I'm going to go do another thing. Stand by, I'll be right back again. Okay, we're not going to do a thing. He's doing something. So, there's still a teensy bit of air in there. Alright. You look low. He looks low. Check him here in a minute. I think it's just because they're low load rating tires. Okay. A little bit high. Okay. As it contracts, we'll suck it into the system. We'll put the remainder in here, minus all of these little floaty things. We'll put most of it in there. And the rest of it, we'll put in our drum of stuff. Our place of things. Cool. And I'm gonna go rinse the funnel out real quick. Alright. If you can't tell, this being what appears to be a rousing success, brightened my mood substantially. If I were doing this for the sake of making a silly video, I would have done better camera angles, we'd be taking you guys back inside, showing you stuff. I'll probably make a video of it while I'm in Arizona. Not that much to do. Now, I just need to build the arms and tabs and holders for the cameras. And I can start packing things up, putting it here in the end of the garage, moving stuff around, getting everything sorted to get ready to go. Stuff's working, man. Stuff is working. And it makes me not unhappy. turn you guys, get you out of the sun. Now that you don't need to be in the sun for any particular reason. We'll put this away. This is trash. We don't need this. Hey. Do we recycle metal? This steel cans. You think just a chunk of steel is steel cans worthy? I don't know. I don't know if it's a required fit, form, function type of thing. Does it have to be steel can? Or can it be just steel? Imagine they go through it with a magnet, they pick it up, and they're going to send it off to the scrap yard, house. I'm not taking this one with me. Also, Cardinal. I'm gonna move something around. So, inner fender, you are garbage. You are going in the garbage. If I had known that the recycling bin was full, I would have put it out yesterday. I didn't even check it. So a recycling bin is full and it'll be 2 weeks before it goes out. I don't even know if they actually recycle around here or not. Vegas didn't. You had recycling bins in Vegas, but didn't go anywhere. Didn't do anything. They didn't recycle it. They just sent it in the landfill. Maybe they stuck it in one specific spot of the landfill so that later they could do something with it. I doubt it. Okay. Now, what's today? Today is Friday, right? Today is Friday. Been going for 3 hours. Oh, this is actually going to go in there in case I need to. Oh, I took it out. I'm going to use the laptop bracket as the highway part of the tune, the highway and the city part of the tune is pretty much done. Not going to use my visor. Stick him in here for now. The visor for the passenger side. I don't actually have a screw to mount it. I robbed one of the screws from him to replace the one that I messed up on the driver's side after I fixed the hole. I only have one left. I don't even know where it's at. So, you know, it be what it do, yo. However people who can't properly speak English say that. You are a tote. You have lid. You can get lidified and put away. This is box of new parts. Let me write that on here. New Civic parts. I will move stuff and things so I get things and stuff. Okay. Oh, that's a small one. It's fine. anything out of this tote. I pulled it out for the climate control stuff. Cluster, distributor, a couple of small amps that I need to do some stuff with one day, another distributor, another broken climate control, turn signal switches, headlight switches. As far as I know, nothing I need in here for my truck. Oh, not light. Okay. Go unbox. Thank you. This weighs almost nothing. Go unbox. Okay. That's fine. I'm not taking the jack. Don't need the jack. So I do need to grab the freezer from inside, bring it out here. I could do that tonight. Don't need to do that on stream. What we need to do now is I need to figure out where these magnets are going to sit. I've got these toggle magnets. I'm going to go figure out where they're going to sit inside the car real quick. Sweet. All I need. Oh. I'm going to use one toggle magnet. The other one, I don't have anywhere in the front to put it right now. But I do have those two bolts for the steering bracket, or the steering column bracket, I guess. And they're meant to be mounted on the windshield. I'm just going to put a post straight up right beside the steering column. That's going to have one camera on it. I don't know how high it should sit. Probably doesn't matter. I'll just put it at the bottom of the windshield. I gotta go measure that. And then this guy will go... Hell, I might even just weld the tube to this piece. It's not like I have any particular need for this piece anyway. And the tube will come straight up off of here, same way. So I guess I just got to measure that. And then I weld just a flat little square of steel on top. We'll sand it, clean it up real nice and pretty, wipe it down with some brake cleaner, wipe it down with some alcohol, stick the camera to it. Job's a good one. That means tonight can be... Probably won't do it on stream. There's no point in boring you guys with me breathing heavily while I move things around. I don't even know that this warrants stream time. Because I can just as easily show it in a video. Be like, I made this to do this. Doesn't necessarily mean to be in a stream. And if I don't do it in stream, if I turn the stream off, I can just move the laptop and the AV equipment out of the way and just do what I need to do. It'll be a little bit faster. Because as much as I love hanging out with you guys, you're kind of in the way. So, I want something to eat. What I think I want to do is I want to eat and then come back out here and do these brackets. Because these are going to take 40 minutes, probably. I should start timing this stuff. That's what I should do. I should start timing everything I do. See how close I am. I'm usually really, really, really good with time. From time to time, there are things that you don't account for, you don't think of. That doesn't happen to me all that often. I'm so good with time, in fact, that even not knowing where I'm at, even working off of GPS, I could look at a map, look at the speed limits, look at the intersections, look at all that, and I can tell you, generally within, depending on how far away I am, if I'm an hour away, I can tell you within 5 minutes when I'm going to be there. If I'm 10 minutes away, I can generally tell you within 30 seconds when I'm going to be there. If it's 5 minutes away, I can generally tell you within 5 seconds when I'll be there. And I've done this to people a bunch, and every time they're like, how did you do that? They're like, I'll be there in 2 minutes and 17 seconds. I'll be that precise about it. I'll be there in 2 minutes and 17 seconds. And I'll get there within 5 seconds of that 17 seconds. Every time. The only times that has not happened is when I turn a corner, go through an intersection, whatever, and there's like a wreck, or there's a backup, or something like that. Because that, if you don't know it's there, you can't account for that in your measurements, in your estimations. And the more I know an area, the more precise those numbers become. In Sierra Vista, town that I'm going down to, I can tell you with reasonable accuracy anywhere in town from anywhere else in town within 30 seconds generally, how long it's going to take you to get there, depending on the time of day, depending on the day of the week, depending on the time of year. I'm pretty good with time, if I do say so myself. But right now, I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna let him cool off for a while. I'm gonna pull the cables in and close the garage door for now. But when I come back out, obviously I have to open it back up so I can make measurements. for now, we're gonna do this, and I can tell you right now, there's a 40% chance that I'm gonna go inside and eat, and I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to come back out here. I'll do it in the morning. There's a chance of that happening. I hope I come back out and do it tonight. But, I mean, it's going to take me most of the day to get everything organized and packed up anyway. It's going to take me a good 4 or 5 hours to pack everything up. So I might just do it tomorrow morning, first thing I do. And put the cameras in and then start packing everything in that way. Ooh. That might be a problem. I'm going to have to pack things into the car a little bit first. I'm going to have to put the fuel tank in first. No, I don't. I could measure it. Measure and tape. Measure and tape, measure and tape. Okay. What is your longest dimension? 78 centimeters. It's fine, I've got the room. I was thinking about putting the tank in what used to be the trunk, the back area, the cargo area, sideways, but that would sit right on top of the crossbeam that I'm going to use for the camera mount. But what I can do is I can stick it in. Hi, hair. Hi, hair. I can stick it in the back door and at an angle and put it down on what used to be the back seat area. So I can stick it there. I don't even know if I should take the tank. Tell you what, let's call McGee real quick. See if he's left yet. Yeah, he's probably already left town. Going up into the mountains, go camping. Ugh. Outside were so great, wise mankind spent the last 10,000 years perfecting inside. You tell me that. You can't tell me that. Outside sucks. It's funny, because the Asus's webcam has better color than the Logitech. Maybe it's just the glare. Because the Asus has a bezel around the lens cover, where the Logitech has, tell you what. Stand by. I'm going to try a thing. I'm going to try to do a thing real quick. Give me a second. Oh, I've got some tape here. Dead South, man. Good stuff. Alright, so made me a little cardboard puck here. And drill a hole through the center of it, about the diameter, half an inch, we'll call it. Biggest drill bit I got that I can actually use. Drill a little hole, well, kind of big hole actually. Of course, there's going to be a bunch of like, it's cardboard. So we'll take, that's why I put the tape on it. Take our handy dandy razor blade. Okay. I'm going to run the drill bit through it to try to smooth some of this stuff out. Okay. Now, if I take and put this guy over here, not big enough. I need the hole to be bigger. It's a pretty wide angle lens apparently. Okay. Guess let me try one more thing. Yeah, it's a floppy razor blade. Let's try that. How's that work? It's still a little small, isn't it? Tape? Where do I put the tape? Oh. This tape is terrible. automotive tape. It's actually terrible. It doesn't stick to the things you want it to. It sticks to the things you don't want it to. This tape is not going to work. I mean, the better solution would be to take measurements and print out a shroud that just kind of clips onto the thing. And somebody's probably already made one, honestly. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. And then I'll do some stuff. So I am gonna end it here. I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a good night, a good day, a good morning, a good evening, a good sleep, a good food, a good eat, a good nosh, a good munch. I realize all of those are eating. Yes, I realize that. But I hope it's delicious. And we'll see you in the next one.